We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Detroit Lions and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Tirico and Greg Olsen in the booth. Riley Patterson on the field gets this thing going. And off we go from Jacksonville. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's the man from Virginia Tech, Facial Tootin. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
19 tight, 19. Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's complete to his running back, Facial Tootin. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3 plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
You can see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
They'll run. It's Tootin. He'll edge forward for maybe a yard. Asante Samuel up from the corner spot to make the stop.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell.
He'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
All right. 18. That's it.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 18. That's it.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Pick up on the 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Detroit.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
All right. 2J. KT, what's that?
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Tight end going in motion here. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. And good work there to get the first down yardage, and maybe better fortune that they get the ball back and Greg retained possession.
Nice job by the back there, Mike. He's able to get the first down, and I know that's where his mind was, but he can't forget to protect the ball, and that's the utmost importance. And fortunately for him, in this case, the ball ends up going out of bounds.
And he's in. Touchdown, Lions. That his second TD catch of the season.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready up! Come on, set! Let's go!
On the ground, it's Tootin to start the drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
On second down, here's McCarthy. Set up the screen here for Tootin. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down coming up.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Third and 2, and here's McCarthy. Got a man, it's Ibuka, complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now, toss, left side, that's Tootin. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Jacksonville.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw, it's McCarthy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
19 tackle. Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolf.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. This one is caught by Robinson. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Ready, ready. 6, go. Cowboy 80. 70 ring. 70 ring.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. The Michigan man, David Ojabo. He's in for the sack, and it will lead to 4th and very long. On 4th down, the Jaguars send out the veteran Logan Cook to punt. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15.
At their own 12-yard line.
Swap. Another swap.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he's going to be very close to the 1st down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
Well, it's pretty clear this offensive coordinator feels the vulnerability of this run defense is on the edges. They continue to get the ball out wide. They do it here with a nice toss play, and he's able to pick up good yardage.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here's a give to Gibbs on the zone read. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Isaac Tesla was the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Got an open downfield on the crossing route. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there. Defensively all over. And it'll be 2nd down.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it, and that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
They'll try it now with Gibbs. And he's going to have the Lions 1st down. They go for it on 4th and 2, and they get 6 yards.
Yeah, sometimes these coaches want to overthink it. They want to dial up these super tricky plays and try to outthink themselves sometimes, and you find yourself here on 4th and real short. Something easy, something your guys have repped a million times. Win the battle up front and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
The Slav, a man in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Now they'll set up to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. Open man is Robinson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Get him. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing again is McCarthy. And it's caught. It's Robinson.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He'll dump this out wide to Tootin. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Set. Franco leading.
To the air once more is McCarthy. He's got it at the 3.
McCarthy's pass.
Second and goal.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up second and goal.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Jaguars.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Working free downfield. It is Williams. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That's good.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Here's second and 2. They'll run the sneak. Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions. Talk things over before third down. Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. This officially a 58-yard attempt. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 2. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll let this one go long for Williams. Will take this one in. 81 yards. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown, Lions.
Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Lions will take a 21-7 lead.
Riley Patterson, the kickoff for the Lions.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready up! Set, hook!
This drive begins with a run by Chooton. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
6-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
There we go.
Right back to Chooton. And he gets this up close to the 40. Asante Samuel up from the corner spot to make the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
That's good for a Jaguars. First down. 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Moving to his right. He's going to keep it himself. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play. 2nd and inches.
Set!
Play action now. It's McCarthy. This one complete right side. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
First down.
Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Set! Panthers 6, go!
A toss out wide for Chooton. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? That time they got the veteran John Simpson. Quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he'll be out of bounds down around the 40. Gain of 13 for number 13, and a first down. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. And he will score! Facial Chooton. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Here's Cam Little for the PAT.
Cam Little on for the extra point.
Now a flip to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Let's go! 60 Bison! 60 Bison! 19 Lion!
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. This is Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. This one intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Lloyd. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps drop even in this one. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Chitton. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Flush to his right. He's going to carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Lions have come up with the football.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
And he's going to be close to the 1st down. Out of bounds, just a little short. Need to pick it up on 3rd down. He'll try to pick it up himself. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Right side and brought in by Williams. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. It is a big play there for the Lions. And even 30 yards. Gibbs. Not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
2nd and goal at the Jaguars' 5-yard line.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. That is caught out wide on the RPO. He's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Lions. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
The kick is good.
Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable with Reed. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On play action, here's McCarthy. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first and 10, it's McCarthy. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Aiden Hutchinson. He gets through to drop him, and it's a loss of 4. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14.
Cougar 19. Hey, check no more. Go.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. That'll be complete to Tootin. That's a good game there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
79, 19, out. Buffalo 18.
On first down, here's McCarthy. Out to his right, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down.
Let's go. 70 Rangers, go.
They'll go. Here's McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
Here's a second and 9.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
6 yards.
It is a huge play for Detroit. 36 yards.
A gain of 36 yards. And the line.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10.
60 Bison, 60.
A run here with Gibbs. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
And it's third down.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Lions will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. And up, it's Tootin. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up second.
They'll go play action here with McCarthy. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align, and tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
Open man, right side, he's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First and 10 at the
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
First and 10.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. Flush to his right. Off he goes.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
On the pickup. It's second and inches.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 60
McCarthy to the air on second down. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph.
Intercepted by the Lions. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go, set. At the 60, at the 60.
The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.